Good morning, everyone. We are on 8th Avenue in New York City, right on the corner of 14th Street. And today we're going to be walking along 8th Avenue. We're going to be heading north. Currently, we are in the Chelsea section of Manhattan, and we will be walking through Hell's Kitchen at some point, and then we'll end it around 59th Street. So 8th Avenue from 14th Street, West 14th to West 59th. Pretty much Columbus Circle. We're going over to Columbus Circle, if you want to look at it that way. So I hope everyone is doing good today. That is Google headquarters right there. They know everything about us. The powers that be. Make sure to do your web search today so they can collect as much information as possible on you. Well, I am walking in some really cold weather. It is 27 degrees out. I lost my chain of thought. Hold on. I was crossing the street. I was paying attention, and I didn't want to get hit by the biker. Oh, yeah. It's 27 degrees out. But not a lot of wind. And the wind is on my back, so I should be good. Rocco's. This is Rocco's Pizza right here. 17th Street. This is an area of Manhattan that looked very different back in the 90s, 80s, definitely the 70s. LouLu's. I might be announcing these places off like you guys know or even care, but you know, I'm sure there's somebody who's like, oh, look at that place. Please point your camera that way. Camera will be pointed mostly straight. I'll try to get in a lot of the storefronts here on 8th Avenue. You can see the neighborhood is alive right now at around, I don't know, it's about 10:30 in the morning. It is a Thursday, January 16th. Brunch Fumo. I said we are in the Chelsea section, but we will be moving into the Hell's Kitchen area once we get down into the 30s, and we'll be in the Hell's Kitchen area for pretty much the rest of the walk at that point. At times when we're walking, you might hear a train underneath us. We are walking over the A and the C lines on the west side of Manhattan. Now let's get over across 23rd. It looks like we're hitting a construction zone. I'm actually going to go to the other side of the street. If you're new to the channel, you don't know this, but now you will. I do not like walking under scaffolding. And it's not even a safety issue with me. It's more I just hate walking under scaffolding. And that doesn't mean we won't walk under scaffolding. There's another one coming up, it looks like, a couple of blocks out. So, but whenever I get a chance. I tend to avoid it. As you can see here, I was mentioning earlier about the train lines. We are just passing the C and the E stations for the 8th Avenue line. It's the local side. So I said the A and the C, I forgot the E, but the C and the E are the local trains. And then you got the A train that runs express. You can hear the train leaving the station right underneath us. If you were to visualize where the trains are, the sidewalk area is where the C and E is running. In the middle of 8th Avenue is the express tracks of the A train. It's similar to like when we're on 6th Avenue. On 6th Avenue you have the B and the D running. The middle tracks, express tracks, and the F and the M on the locals. I'll give you guys a look at 8th Avenue looking south. That is south right now. Oh, they still got a 7-Eleven up here.
It's doable.
One thing about 8th Avenue is plenty of pizza places you could choose from. It's like our 20th Avenue walk. Our 20th Avenue walk in Brooklyn was kind of funny because there was nothing but laundromats on that walk. Every block we walked by, there was a laundromat. This is a popular pub in the area. Malawi. Here we go, guys. MSG. This is the west side of Madison Square Garden right here. Penn Station. And if you go back and look at my, I think when in the summer I did a 34th Street walk. If you go back in my channel, you'll find that. We walked through Penn Station downstairs. We're not going to do that this time. We're going to stay up here. There's the Moynihan Train Hall Building across the street. It actually looks very sanitized. In the summertime, there'll be a lot of let's just say a lot of interesting characters laying around and living on those steps. I don't know if they have kind of cut down on that. It is cold out. I mean, you're not going to see that today. Probably everybody's downstairs in Penn Station instead. So here we go. More Madison Square Garden. Give you guys a look.
Attention please. This is a boarding call for Anpac Empire Service Train 233 en route to Albany Rensselaer with intermediate stops at Yonkers, Carlton Harmon, Poughkeepsie, Radcliffe, and Hudson. Passengers should proceed to track 6 west.
And if you noticed, right down there on 34th, that's on 34th and 5th, that is the Empire State Building. I don't think I need to tell you what that is. But just in case, you never know. And then right up here is Hudson Yards, just right up the block. You know, just 15 years ago, there was nothing down there. There was nothing down there just 15 years ago. I used to take walks down there during my lunch hour, and I was watching them start to restore the High Line, you know, which is the old freight line that runs down there that is now a park, an open air park. When I was a teenager, we used to trespass up on that railroad track. Because that's the other direction. But about 15 years ago, they were just starting to lay the foundations for those buildings. So a lot has changed in the 15 years since. We are crossing 34th Street. This is a McDonald's that I don't like to. Well, first of all, I don't eat fast food anyway, but I always tell people, just watch yourself in this McDonald's. Someone's been shot in here, like. There's always something interesting going on in there. And by the way, we're in Hell's Kitchen, I forgot to mention. We are in the Hell's Kitchen area of Manhattan, so it's only going to get grittier from this point on. I guess I'll cross over. This is the what you would call Midtown. From here down to where we're going is pretty much Midtown. Another 7-Eleven. Who would have thought that 8th Avenue would have 7-Elevens on them? I wonder if 7th Avenue has 7-Elevens on them. You see these people walking with their luggage carriages. We are going to be walking by the bus terminal. You see that tall building up in front of me? I actually worked in that building. One of the many buildings I've worked in New York City when I was working in the tech industry and doing a lot of work as far as installations, upgrades, you name it. I've been in many buildings in New York City. I believe the building that you're looking at right there, that tall building, that is the New York Times building. That's a building that years ago used to get a lot of people climbing. They used to climb up. The people would scale the building like Spider-Man. It's very easy to climb. The facing of the building is like a ladder. It's kind of odd. But they, after a while, they finally put like they did some renovations to remove a lot of it. I'll show you guys when we get close. Hey, look, it's another 7-Eleven. So, maybe we're starting something here like we did on 20th Avenue in Brooklyn with all the laundromats. So here you go. You can see what I'm talking about. That, you see that facing, that ladder facing? It used to come down lower. And as you see, they kind of block it these days with like that awning. But people used to climb up there. People used to scale all the way up. I'm kind of stuck here waiting for a light. There we go. So this right here is the Port Authority bus station. And you will find a lot of interesting characters standing outside this place. That right there is another building that I worked in back in the day. It's a part of the Times Square building complex. We are going to cross 42nd Street now. Smash burger. I love making smash burgers at home. Those are the easiest things you can make. 7-Eleven again. That is the theme of today's walk. 7-Elevens on 8th Avenue. Times Square right down there, the whole Times Square area. Down where they dropped the ball for New Year's. There's a Shake Shack to my left here. See, the line is always big getting in this place. Do you know, guys, I have never had a Shake Shack burger. I've never done it. I mean, I've heard they're good and everything. I just have never... I guess I've never had the opportunity to wait on a long line to get food, so... All right, where are we? Right now we are crossing 45th Street. Our ultimate destination is 59th Street. We're going to 59th Street. Hope everybody is enjoying today's walk. Today's walk is brought to you by My Legs. Those are the only two sponsors I have for these walks, is my two legs. Well, I guess you could say my two legs and my 2 feet, so that's 4 sponsors, right? Actually get across the street. Let me get across. Traffic lights are really bad down here. They constantly are cycling between green and red. Causes a lot of this gridlock. You also got that congestion pricing thing going on these days. Tolling people just to come into the city on all different entry points, east and west. I think it's something like $9. This is the firehouse for Engine 54, Ladder 4, and Battalion 9. The Worldwide Plaza building across the street here. All right, we're now getting into the 50s. Getting into the last leg of this walk. Looks like there's some more tourists. They're either entering the city or leaving the city. Now this area of Hell's Kitchen, specifically from here down, can get kind of gritty.
It's like she has that benefit.
See, traffic down here is pretty busy on all the side streets. These people are about to get hit by a car. They're just walking right through the light. And they pretty much stopped all the traffic as the light changed. But the light was green and everybody had to stop for them. The light was not yellow when they were crossing. I know some people might say, oh, they were crossing on. It doesn't matter, man. You definitely don't want to tempt fate on New York City streets. It's not like being out in the outer boroughs. In the outer boroughs, you can kind of get away with that, but I've seen, you know, vehicles go right through without even slowing down. So then there's me. I like to go through, but I usually, what I do is I will gauge like distance and speed. I won't blindly go into the street, you know. They blindly went right into the crosswalk. Got a little bit of a cool wind coming in towards me now all of a sudden. That looks like a school trip right there. That's a class full of kids. So you got a Chick-fil-A right here. More and more Chick-fil-A's continue to open up in New York City. It's probably been here a while. I just never noticed it. I know over here there used to be a Lenny's. We used to go and have sandwiches. I think nowadays they're called Lenwich. I don't even know if they're still around, but we used to come over here to get sandwiches. You got Pizza Hut, you got Popeyes. Oh, they got a, look at that. They got a Hortons here. It looks like it's closed though. Here it is right here. So this is the Lenny's I'm talking about. It's still here. We used to come here. And then over there you got Sophie's. See, I was right. It's called Lenwich now, but back in the day, we called it Lenny's. Dave's Hot Chicken to my right, and McDonald's. Wow, so this whole block's got everything. I mean, you got Sophie's Bread and Honey, you got McDonald's, Pizza Hut, Popeyes, Lenwich, Wendy's. I mean, you got it all here.
More so than.
Well, now you know why we used to come and have lunch up here when I was working down the block. I mean, that block has always had something for everybody.
And Deliveroo.
We are getting close to Columbus Circle. I could see the globe. We got to get across 57th Street though, which is a real pain in the ass. Even with the light, you can see these. I want to get in with all these people here. You see all these, all this traffic that wants to merge onto 57th Street. Alright guys, we are about to end it at Columbus Circle. I want to thank everybody that tagged along on today's walk. We're going to walk right through all these pigeons. They don't move out of my way. I just almost stepped on one of them. There you go. So I guess the green bike lane on my left and the pigeon lane is what I'm walking through right now. You can see they don't move. They don't care. If anything, I'm inconveniencing them. And here we are. This right here is 58th Street. And then 59th Street is pretty much, I guess you could say, the circle. What I'm going to do is get into Columbus Circle. If I could get there with this light. I got about 9 seconds left. Got that horse carriage. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to end it here in Columbus Circle on 59th Street and 8th. I hope everybody enjoyed the walk, and I will catch you all on the next one. wherever that's going to be. But for now, we're going to end it here on 59th Street in Columbus Circle. So take care, everyone, and bye-bye.